5-Hour Tea with caffeine from green tea leaves. It's delicious, energizing, and comes in 3 amazing flavors. With 0 sugar and 4 calories, it fits your life. With its compact size and portability, it goes where you go. To the campsite, the hiking trail, the beach, without weighing you down. 5-Hour Tea. Caffeine from green tea leaves. Release your natural side. From the makers of 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com. Try 5-Hour Tea today. Look for all 3 flavors by the cash register at your local TA and Petro shopping centers.
You're listening to the PRO Media Network. The next level in entertainment.
Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, man, you're now listening to the Pelican Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network. I'm Big Q chiming with you, and this is podcast Pelican Postgame Report podcast 385 coming right at you. Pelicans news and notes, breaking it all down, family. What turned out to be a spectacular and lovely, awesome, very awesome. I mean, it feels good to be a Pelican fan right now, family. It really does. After some tumultuous times early in the year dealing with Anthony Davis and the foolishness he poured off, now he's finally out of the door. And we focusing on a team that is a team that has a lot of high side and bright side. Very happy once again to see improvement and growth. Welcome to today's show, family. If you aren't already a subscriber, feel free to hit the subscribe button, the notification button, and also feel free to hit the bell, the notification bell, subscriber bell, and like button, as you would get more content from us here at the Pelican Postgame Report. Once again, I'm Big Q, and the topics we're going to cover today on today's episode are, a couple of things. We want to talk about some of the things in Summer League, not too much. I don't want to go too much over the Summer League play and kind of, overshadow what the Pelicans are really doing. The Summer League, actually, they're looking pretty decent. They won another game the other night as well, so the Pelicans continue to show what they can do in this Summer League play. I mean, my thing, dealing with the, seeing all of the great players like Zion Williamson and some of the rest of the guys play. I'm more interested in seeing, our other young players, Jackson Hayes, what he did, that fantastic posterization, a lot of people are talking about with Jackson Hayes, and what he pulled off was brilliant, spectacular. But it's also other great items to go along with it, man, to see how the rest of these guys are going to, play, how they're looking. Not to mention guys like Kenrich Williams putting in work, Frank Jackson putting in work, got Christian Wood putting in work. Interesting to see these guys and what they're able to do on a nightly basis. Pelicans definitely and most certainly have a awesome and exciting future. Going ahead, of course, the heist we pulled off from the Lakers to giving up a disgruntled Anthony Davis, who wanted to go elsewhere, which is fine. We're over that now. We got Zion Williamson, who looked really good in his limited action before he was shut down after bumping the knee. But the Pelicans, man, they did some terrific stuff that I want to go over with you. One of the things that covers a couple of the signings, the last signing the Pelicans made by inking Darius Miller, the sharpshooter, to a 2-year deal, bringing Darius Miller back. Not a surprise. Kind of, looking at it, saying to myself, not really surprised that they pulled off the Darius Miller move, bringing Darius Miller back to form to the team. It made sense because we need shooters, and he actually turns out to be a cheap shooter for the Pelicans in terms of they have to break the bank or try to compete with people to get a guy like him here. So I'm not too much upset about the actually bringing Darius Miller back to the fold. I'm just going to be honest with you on that. So big ups to the Pelicans for making some really good moves in that regard. Kind of slowed down as of late from getting any other free agents and bringing anybody else in. I think the Pelicans are kind of going to see what they can find right now and kind of work out what they have today. Now, another news and note that I want to make people aware of is that, like I'm on record for saying that the Pelicans are have done a splendid job everywhere. Hiring all of the great people that they hire. We're talking Swim Cash, who's a champion. We're talking Trajan Langdon, who's one of the up-and-coming general managers in the league. Getting David Griffin in here to occupy the VP position. Doling out the money to get Henry, who's the trainer, to fix the injury concerns that we were facing. All of the minuses that this organization was going under for all this time have been corrected, except for what I believe is Alvin Gentry. I think he's the last one to get X'd out, but the leadership group is sold on Alvin Gentry for whatever reason. I don't know why. They sold on somebody who got a career losing record as a head coach, a guy who can't consistently win. The 5 years that he's been here, you only have one winning season. They go Google and guy got over 1 year, extended him out. Totally ridiculous to me. But his issues fall on the defensive side of the court, and he actually rectified that situation by getting rid of Darren Erman, who was called, quote, end quote, the defensive coordinator of the defense of the team, which goes to show you that the team wasn't hitting on nothing. In many stretches, the defense failed. There was a lot of walk-up layups, and it was just totally inconsistent. It didn't work, and I'm just glad to see that they're making a change in the defensive aspect by bringing in a new coach, Jeff Bezaldik. Let me see if I can pronounce the man's name right. Bezdelik. Let's see, Bedezelik, whatever it is. Bedezelik is a candidate to replace Erman. And now his last stop with the Houston Rockets, he was an associate coach, and he's responsible for the defense. And the Rockets ranked 24th in defense before he arrived. 2 years later, under his stewardship, Houston's rating jumped from 21st to 6th in the league. So that goes to show you what a defensive coach that knows defensive principles could. I really actually like this move. It was probably the only changing of the staff that the Pelicans had to do. I wanted Gentry out, but since we can't get Gentry out, his offense is good, but we need somebody there to coach the defense. And it's good to see that the Pelicans are taking this serious. Erman is out the door. That's good news. And we got this new guy, Jeff Bezdelek. I think that's it. Bezdelek is the new one. So that's good news in many regards, because that was my main sticking point with the Pelicans. Inconsistent defensive play. Spectacular offensive play when it is, but the defense, what good is scoring 125 points a game if you're giving up 126? It makes no sense to me. But they seem to have gotten the memo. Good, great, good. Happy to see that they actually made that move. Okay. Going into other news cycling around the Pelicans organization, like we were mentioning about the fact that the Pelicans did do a pretty good job in signing talent, really good job, as the trade finally went through. All of the pieces that were tied to the Anthony Davis trade, draft picks and all, were all freed up when all of it finally went down. And there we acquired all of the pieces that we need, which was Lonzo Ball to occupy the starting point guard position, Brandon Ingram. We also were able to get Josh Hart, who will come off the bench and provide some depth as well. And then other trade assets such as Derek Favors, who was brought in for 2 second-round draft picks and a bag of Skittles, pretty much what it was to get Derek Favors in 1 year of his contract, estimated about $16 million on that final year, which is a good amount of money, very, very cheap money to pay for a quality starting center, which is what he's going to be. Derek Favors is your starting center. So it was good to see their team finally all together now. All the pieces of the puzzles all assembled, and it's official. All of the trades are official. So it's good to see all of that finally happen, man. Really, seriously. So JJ Redick is now officially with the team as well. So loving all of these moves, man. I actually love everything that the Pelicans have done. Bringing in Derek Favors to be the center. Bringing in JJ Redick to come off the bench as a six man to shoot the ball, because all you people out there thinking that J.J. Redick's going to come in and they're going to move Drew Holiday back to the number one. Think again. J.J. Redick is not good on the defensive end of the court, even though he tries most nights. He is not a good defensive player. So you would not remove Drew Holiday out of the off position, which is where he is solid at, and put Lonzo on the bench. Doesn't make any sense. Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday will start at the guard positions with a sixth man, which is J.J. Redick, which will basically come off the bench. Don't get me wrong. Some nights you might see Gentry have a staggered lineup, which is what he like to do at times, play smaller players in positions they have absolutely no business being at. Let's hope he minimizes that because he has the length to be able to do these things correctly. But having all these fellas, Derek Favors here, J.J. Redick, Zion Williamson, who bumped knees, everything is fine, so don't worry about that in Summer League. Lonzo Ball, Etwan Morris there, he's healthy. Brandon Ingram, signing Darius Miller to that 2-year deal, like I said. And then inking the rest of these guys as well to a couple of year deals, rookie contracts pretty much. And then having Nicola Melli here, who is the stretch 4 prospect from Europe. Nico Alexander Walker is really going to be interesting. He has been a solid stud in the Summer League play right now as they're ranked. The Pelicans are 2-1 in Summer League play. Nico Alexander Walker has really shown me something. He's really impressive. So is Jackson Hayes. His affectionateness. He kind of reminds me of a skinnier, younger version of Joakim Noah. He's jumps out of the building. He chases, try to gets every block. He runs the floor like a small forward. Love what Jackson Hayes is doing. I love his energy and his motor. Nico Alexander Walker was a guy that takes that defense seriously. He gets on the top player. He can also shoot the 3 at a high clip. He has really good size. He's not as scared of a defensive challenge, and I love that because he possesses the ability to possibly be a two-way player, and whom better than have at that position than a guy like Drew Holiday to be teaching him the skills of a two-way player. So we'd love to see that as well. And then, you have guys like Nicola Melli, who we've yet to see yet, and Didi. Then we have Didi Lazario, who is a 3-point marksman who the Pelicans going to have stashed in Europe, and whenever they feel that he's ready to travel to come here and contribute to the team, they'll have. So I love these foreign players, these cheap foreign contracts that they're signing to add talent from internationally. Getting Nicola Melli here was a treat who should help them along with the talent they have. And they have some leftover players from the Dell Demps era, guys like Christian Wood, who really showed something to stick on the team. Frank Jackson is going to be good. Kenrick Williams was a guy that came basically out of nowhere. So what I'm saying is Holiday, Favors, Redick, Williamson, Ball, Moore, Ingram, Miller, Hayes, Melli, Nico Alexander Walker, Josh Hart, Jahlil Okafor, Christian Wood, Frank Jackson, and Kenrick Williams. In my opinion, that's a playoff team. That's a playoff team. Now, of course, the West is stacked, but you're looking at teams like OKC that's going to fall out of it. And, you got question mark teams like Minnesota. But the Pelicans, man, in my insight, the Pelicans are a team that are destined for the playoffs. This team is not a team that we're going to come out and they're going to just struggle all over the place. I absolutely love everything they've done. The only thing I don't agree on, of course, you know me already, is that I don't agree that Dell Demps not Dell Demps. Of course, he's out of the picture. But his coach that he hired, Elvin Gentry, should be in that picture. I think it should be someone else in that picture, a younger coach, more vibrant coach with a more balanced scheme there. But the fact that Elvin Gentry does bring exciting offense, and they did hire, they're looking at hiring Jeff Bezalik, it would actually be a fitting move if they can pull it off. Replacing Ehrman, who was a total albatross, and the defense is important, and getting him out of there. Focal and saying the defense stunk, it stinked, it's funky, it's garbage, it wasn't nearly as good as it was supposed to be. That's focused on getting a coach that could teach the correct principles to the staff. I also love the fact that the Pelicans actually got size. Christian Wood is a 6'11", 7-footer. They add Jahlil Okafor is a 7-footer. Jackson Hayes is 6'11", big guy. Brandon Ingram is 6'9". He has size. Zion Williamson, even though he's undersized at the power forward position, but he brings athleticism, which is another thing that I kept yelling about, athleticism. So it feels good to see these guys finally get on the right page. But anyway, that'll do it for the show. Thank you guys for listening to the Pelican Postgame Report. I'm Big Q. If you like the show, please share the show. Also, feel free to hit the like button, the notification button for future show content, and subscribe. From me and the crew here, thank you for joining us. Peace.
Straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
Embrace Pet Insurance is more than just pet insurance. Embrace Pet Insurance promises to provide genuine support and certainty when your pet needed the most. With personalized accident and illness policies, compassionate customer care, 24/7 access to veterinary professionals, flexible wellness plans, timely claims processing, and online customer portals, their values is what makes them Embrace. So, when selecting a pet insurance company as a partner in your pet's care, you deserve a company that has your pet's best interests at heart. Get top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Up to 90% back on bills at any vet, total protection, pet insurance and wellness, and dependable claims payments. Get the top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Go to EmbracePetInsurance.com. That's EmbracePetInsurance.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Get all the latest news and updates from your New Orleans Pelicans at the Pelicans Eye View, the new and official Pelicans Daily Journal, covering everything Pelicans. Attention, everyone. Get breakdown on games, free agent signings, and potential moves. Unbiased opinions and straight up facts with statistical analysis from G Valley. Go to www.thesportsdaily.com/Pelicans-I-View.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because of the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000, celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registrars and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time, get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAStore.com has all the gear.
Are you a Pelicans fan? Check out the Pelican Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media
5-Hour Tea with caffeine from green tea leaves. It's delicious, energizing, and comes in 3 amazing flavors. With 0 sugar and 4 calories, it fits your life. With its compact size and portability, it goes where you go. To the campsite, the hiking trail, the beach, without weighing you down. 5-Hour Tea. Caffeine from green tea leaves. Release your natural side. From the makers of 5-Hour Energy. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com. Try 5-Hour Tea today. Look for 5-Hour Tea at your local Circle K store.
This Friday.
I'm dropping my father in our house. It's flooded.
From Sam Raimi, producer of Don't Breathe.
They're everywhere. Please send help.
Crawl, directed by Alexandra Aja. This Friday, rated R.